PureWeb Reality is a fully managed platform that enables the large-scale distribution of high-fidelity interactive 3D experiences built in Unreal Engine and Unity Game Engine to web browsers on any device and anywhere in the world. Today, we're going to walk you through how to get started on our platform with an Unreal Engine application. To get started, we're going to need a game and the PureWeb plugin. In my case, I'm using one of the template games provided by Epic. The PureWeb plugin can only be built into your project if your project contains at least one C++ file. If you don't have any C++ files in your project, you're going to need to create at least one single empty C++ class in the Unreal Editor, and we're going to do that here. From the menu bar, you're going to click your Tools menu, and you're just simply going to select New C++ Class. It can be empty, so it doesn't really need anything except a default constructor and destructor. Click Next. I'm going to put it in here. I will call it my class. That's going to be perfectly fine. And I'll create that class. Once that's done, of course, I'm going to need to close my project and reopen it. And I'll be right back after I do that. Now that we've got our C++ file in place, I've downloaded a copy of the PureWeb plugin, and I've unpacked the contents of that folder to a temporary spot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this whole folder, I'm going to go to my game folder, and I'm going to have a look here. So one thing I can see is I don't have a plugins folder. If you don't have one, you can simply create one. If you do, you can just drop the PureWeb plugin folder inside that. So first we're going to create our plugins folder, and then I'm simply going to paste all the contents of the zip package for the plugin into this folder. Now that I've got my plugin unpacked and put into the appropriate folder in my game project, I can now see here under plugins, I've got two new folders showing PureWeb Platform plugin content and PureWeb Platform plugin C++ classes. In order to make sure that the plugin has been enabled, we're going to go in and check our plugin list and see if that's true. Here's our plugin, and we can see that it's enabled. The next step that we need to take is to add the PureWeb actor to our scene. In order to do that, we're going to go back to the content browser and we're going to click on the PureWeb platform plugin content. And we'll see there's this object here called the PureWeb actor. We're simply going to drag the PureWeb actor anywhere in our scene. Essentially, we're ready. At this point, we could build our project, package it up, and upload it to our console account and be able to start streaming the game. However, there are a couple of default settings that you want to configure in the game package in order to make sure that the game kind of behaves the way that you expect it to. The first thing we're going to do is configure the in-game mouse pointer. In order to set those mouse settings, we need to go into our project settings. I'm going to look for the pixel streaming plugin. The default cursor class should be none. The next thing that we want to change is to ensure that the viewport only captures the mouse during mouse down. We can do this by having a look for our viewport properties. And rather than capturing the mouse on launch, we want to change this. We'll deselect capture mouse on launch, and then we want to capture only during mouse down. Next, we'll go into engine, rendering, and disable our motion blur. If you'll be doing any kind of video playback in-game, we'll enable the hardware encoder. Now that we've got everything configured, all I need to do is package the game. And we're going to package our project for Windows only. In order to build my project, I simply will go to Platform. We're going to build for Windows. I want to make sure that I'm building a shipping build, and then I'll click Package Project. I already have a folder selected here. This is where I'm going to build all of the output files for my game. I'll select that folder. and it will begin to package my project. I'll be back after that's finished. Now that I've got my game built, I can see here I have a Windows folder with my executable and its necessary assets. I'm going to take that whole package right there, that whole folder, and I'm going to use the default Windows zipping tool, which is what we recommend, and I'm just going to compress this into a zip archive. Our package is complete. We'll take this guy. We can name it something different if we want. It doesn't really matter what it's named. But now I'm ready to upload the package to my Reality Console account. For more resources, documentation, and how-to articles, visit our developer hub at developer.pureweb.io or contact a member of our team for more information.